Still ahead, a prescription for Merck. Even after the latest trial for its painkiller, Vioxx is declared a mistrial. Thousands of more cases still await. Welcome back to First Business Morning News.
It's likely that Merck will face another go-round in court. The first federal trial of the arthritis drug Vioxx has ended in a mistrial after a jury could not reach a verdict. Merck still faces thousands of lawsuits. 2 have ended in verdicts, one with a Texas jury ordering Merck to pay $253 million. The company plans on appealing that case. The second found Merck was not on the hook for a man's heart attack after taking Vioxx. The mistrial in federal court this week comes after the New England Journal of Medicine claimed Merck left out negative results in a study about Vioxx. The drug was pulled from the market more than a year ago. Since then, Merck's stock is down 38%.
Well, Angie, the judge presiding over this federal mistrial case has signaled somewhat of a willingness to talk possibly about a global settlement with the thousands of cases out there pending against Merck and its Vioxx. Kenneth Moll is certainly involved with this as an interested party, an attorney with Kenneth B. Moll and Associates, and the person who actually filed the first lawsuit against Merck and Vioxx several years ago. Ken, welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
First of all, your reaction to the mistrial. Any surprises?
Well, I think it's a surprise for both sides that it did end up in a hung jury, but I think it's a huge victory for the plaintiffs and a huge defeat for Merck.
Now, obviously, you're fighting Merck, but why do you think it's a defeat for the company?
Well, Merck has always said that in light of the Vigor study, which indicated
the Vigor, we should point out, is the New England Journal of Medicine study that last week the journal said Merck didn't provide all of the clinical data.
That's correct. They left 3 heart attacks out, which would have shown 6 times as much risk of heart attack with using Vioxx as opposed to naproxen, as opposed to the 5 times an increased risk of heart attack, as the study showed.
And the company does say, however, that it gave the data to the journal that was available at the time for publication, and then it was a few months later it gave all the data to the Food and Drug Administration.
Well, they gave it to the Food and Drug Administration before the article was posted. I do not believe that the New England Journal had the information before they published the article.
Regardless, back to the original point, though, why you think this mistrial or hung jury is a defeat for the company?
Well, I mean, Merck has been touting that they're not going to lose a case where a user has used Vioxx for under 18 months. This is a case where the person used Vioxx for less than 1 month. And here you have some jury members clearly saying, I feel that Vioxx was at fault. So yeah, Merck ain't going to lose, or they're not going to win every case, and that's what this shows.
On the other hand, though, couldn't you argue from the company's perspective that obviously there were jurors in there that said, listen, the company's not at fault in this case?
Well, we have been standing forward saying we're not going to win every case. We're clearly going to lose some, and we're going to win some. But if you add up all the wins, it's going to surpass any settlement that could result.
And let's talk about that, Ken, because obviously you have plenty of cases pending. Where do you begin trying to put a price tag on a global settlement?
Well, I mean, I think it's very easy. You put together a grid. We've done it in prior settlements with whether it's Baycol or breast implant litigation or tobacco litigation. You get together a grid, or FenFen is a clear example. We had thousands of claims there, as you do here.
FenFen was $3 billion. You think this would be north of that?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. And your cases are still pending, we should point out, right, Ken?
That's correct.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate the insights and the opinion.
Anytime.
Kenneth Moll with Kenneth B. Moll and Associates.